You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. It is Tuesday, May 30th. In our top story, a house fire ignites after a juvenile reportedly uses a blowtorch to clear weeds. News 25 was there on scene.
Earlier this morning, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and the Nye County Sheriff's Office responded to a structure fire on Elizabeth Street here in Pahrump. It was reported that a juvenile was allegedly using a torch to clear weeds and accidentally ignited the house fire. It has not been confirmed whether the homeowners had a permit for the burn. Fortunately, there are no injuries and the outdoor dog was saved and unharmed. Authorities will continue their investigation into this incident.
And another fire to tell you about in our area. This time a garage fire erupts over the weekend. News 25 was also there on scene to get those details.
A structure fire erupted over the weekend on Sunday on the north end of town on McMurray Drive. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene. The fire was quickly extinguished and there were no reported injuries. According to Fire Chief Scott Lewis, the fire was most likely accidental in nature.
In other local news, a man is arrested again after officers discover he has drugs on his possession.
Recently, Joseph Hernandez was arrested again on May 25th after officers were dispatched due to a report of an alleged DUI. Upon arrival, officers made contact with Hernandez and determined that he was not intoxicated. However, after running through dispatch, Hernandez allegedly came back with an own recognizance, with one of the conditions being not to operate a motor vehicle. According to the declaration of arrest, officers allegedly observed a small tube-like object sticking out of Hernandez's pocket. When asked what the object was and to remove it from his person, Hernandez allegedly stated it was just a pen. While removing it, Hernandez allegedly squeezed the glass end of the object and broke it. After piecing the object back together, officers determined it to be a makeshift methamphetamine pipe. Joseph later allegedly admitted to this and stated that he broke the smoke device because he was scared and wanted to get rid of it. Joseph was then placed under arrest, and while searching him, officers allegedly found a Zippo container which held a white crystalline substance determined to be methamphetamine. Joseph Hernandez was then booked into the Nye County Detention Center and charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, less than 14 grams, and destroying or concealing evidence.
And we hope you had a blessed Memorial Day and Memorial Day weekend. And over the weekend, there was a Veterans Expo held at the Pahrump Nugget to provide information to our veterans to help them understand the many benefits and services that are currently available to them for their loyal service to our country.
Hi, we're here at the Pahrump Nugget on this beautiful Memorial Day weekend for our Veterans Expo. And we have behind us so many vendors that have come to provide their products and services that are specific to the veterans in the Valley. We have found that there are so much information and so many valuable resources available to them that so many veterans don't know about or are aware of. Some of them include insurance benefits through Medicare and Medicaid. There are different services that provide counseling for suicide prevention, as well as just trauma prevention as well. Some of the other vendors and resources include things like
well, this vendor behind us, he does disability information, because a lot of these programs, they don't know that they're available to them, and there's been quite a bit that he's been able to share with the veterans so that they can then access that information, because there's actually quite a bit of money available to them so that they do not have to come out of pocket for those services. So it's a really educational experience for all of the veterans that are interacting with the vendors today.
And it really is incredible how many resources there are for them. There's so much opportunity for the veterans that have sacrificed so much and given so much for our country, that there are companies and different people that are willing to give back to them and make their lives easier and better for the wonderful freedoms that they've given to us and sacrifices that they made. So we're grateful to be here and grateful to provide this service for our veterans and for all the wonderful companies that support them.
Yeah, and we have a few from the Korean War here. One guy was 91 years old, and he's still going strong, but he wants to give back to the community and participate in this. So he and his spouse came to visit us, and we've actually had a few like that. So it's great.
Wonderful people. We're so grateful to be a part of not only the community here in Pahrump, but also for the veterans and throughout the Las Vegas Valley. We'll have more opportunities to provide this information and resources for them in the fall as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
And after this break, your front row seat to all the fireworks and celebratory details from Pahrump Valley High School's graduation. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And News 25 speaks with Pahrump Valley High School Principal Veloz about the glorious night of fireworks and the events held for our local graduates and the audience that was left in wows.
So tonight we celebrated the 50th graduation at Pahrump Valley High School. We had 286 total graduates. We had 283 walk. It was an incredible evening to celebrate the culmination of our students and all of their hard work and effort. It really has been a challenge for this class, having started their freshman year, ending with a pandemic, and then going into their sophomore year into a hybrid model, returning to their junior year with normalcy, if you will. But we had to relearn some things, and then to have this evening and celebration with this class of seniors is just simply incredible. So for the 50th graduation, the class leaders wanted a little something special. So we have had fireworks one other time, but they were able to go to the county commission and get approval and have fireworks tonight as a little added fun. And I think that went exceptionally well as the backdrop to the photo that they take every year where they throw the hats up. And they actually can purchase those photos. They come out pretty beautiful with the maroon and the gold and the kids, and it's one last time to celebrate together, and the fireworks were just a perfect staple for that. Overall, I think the parents and families were very happy and supportive, and we couldn't be more thankful for the support of our community. We appreciate the staff and the faculty that have put this together. It was an incredible evening, circled together with family and friends and graduates, and I just feel completely amazing right now celebrating such incredible young people to go into our world and do amazing things.
And it was an amazing fireworks show. Everyone in attendance was left amazed at how beautiful those burgundy and gold sparks are. Now, for any students who are under the age of 18, you are eligible for the Nevada Summer Food Service Program.
School may be out for the summer. However, Las Vegas Valley children and teens ages 18 and younger will have access to free meals from May to August. The Summer Food Service Program is part of a partnership with the United States Department of Agriculture and the Nevada Department of Agriculture. As part of the program, children may receive up to 2 meals, 1 meal and a snack, or 2 snacks every day, no questions asked. The program is funded through the USDA and administered by the NDA. Sites participating in the summer food service program include schools, parks, camps, playgrounds, housing projects, community centers, churches, and other public sites where children gather in the summer. Parents, children, and teens can find a meal site near them by visiting nvsummermeals.com or by texting Summer Meals to 914-342-7744 or by calling 1-866-348-6479.
And we have another great Memorial Day event to tell you about. There was a fun event held at Lakeside on Sunday evening to recognize both our fallen and living veterans.
We put this band together about 3.5 years ago. I got back from Nashville, Tennessee back in 2014. We recorded an album called Eyes Wide Open. It's all over about 135 listening platforms all over the world. When I got back to Nevada, I went ahead and got a hold of my buddies, and we decided to put a band together, come out with my album and the original music, along with a lot of the great covers that everybody likes. So we've been doing this, like I said, for about 3.5 years now. We play a lot at the Pahrump Nugget. We love that place. Great place, fun place. Man, I tell you, and they heard about how good the band was, so we get to come out to Lakeside on Memorial Weekend. We absolutely love it. We love the people, we love our fans, and we love Pahrump. We have a few people that live out here, and let me tell you, it's really, really quiet, and we love it a lot. But we've been doing this, like I said, for about 3.5 years. We love it. My guitar player is Bobby Kaminsky. Bass player is Mike Smart. Key player is Stephen West. And on lead guitar is Bobby Kaminsky. These guys have been doing music probably about 35, 40 years. Next week, we are getting in the studio. We are recording some new music. We're looking forward to doing that and getting it out to all our fans, all our friends in Pahrump, Nevada, Arizona, all over the country. That being said, we're having a great time out here for Memorial Weekend. We love everybody, and God bless the USA. And thank you to all our veterans. That's my name. Yeah, they call me the fireman.
And as we head to break, just reminding you, if you ever miss any of our News 25 broadcasts, you can always watch us on Facebook, YouTube, or local BTV. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. Now here's Mikey Ruhan with your sports report.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports. Stanley Cup playoffs, quest for the West. The best of the West are the Golden Knights beating Dallas Stars 6-0 in Game 6 yesterday. They play the Florida Panthers. Sunshine State versus Sin City. Sun versus Sin. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup final this Saturday from T-Mobile Arena at 8 p.m. Las Vegas Aviators in Tacoma yesterday, they fell 11-8. They're back at it tonight at home, taking on the El Paso Chihuahuas at 7:05. The Las Vegas Aces are off to a perfect start to their season. They beat the LA Sparks on Saturday, 93-65. Then the Minnesota Lynx, they beat them 94-73 last night. They'll be in Atlanta taking on the Dream Friday. And Pahrump Valley High School Softball Awards night is tomorrow night at 5. And then baseball will have their awards on Thursday night, both inside the Pahrump Valley High School Auditorium. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
All right, thanks so much, Mikey. All right, and if you are hitting the pool because it is that time of year, it's a great way to beat the heat and have some fun. But there are a few things that you and parents need to remember whenever taking kids swimming this summer.
So the one and the most important thing with pool safety is to avoid the extreme situation. The most tragic situation is drowning. And so I am a big proponent of what I call a designated watcher. Somebody has to be watching your kid.
Dr. Purva Grover is an emergency medicine physician for Cleveland Clinic Children's. She says each child needs to have at least one adult supervisor, whether you're at a community pool with a lifeguard or a private pool. The person supervising should not be on their cell phone or distracted in any way. She stresses staying alert is key because it could take a split second for a child to slip underwater and they may not be able to cry for help. The sooner resuscitation efforts are started, the better the survival outcomes are. Above all, Dr. Grover urges everyone to be cautious at the pool, even experienced swimmers.
Just because you are an experienced swimmer and you have been swimming for X amount of years does not mean that you are aloof from these tragic consequences, and you still have to be careful when at the pool.
Medical experts also add that it's important to take breaks, stay hydrated, and regularly apply sunscreen whenever you're enjoying a day by the pool.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a live look outside at Late Night Trailhead. It is beautiful in that direction. A few scattered clouds, but gorgeous temperatures. A closer look after the break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios and worldwide on the local BTV app, the app you need on a Taco Tuesday. Makes everything smooth and groovy, makes all kinds of friends. You'll get rich and famous, blah, blah, blah. Fernley, 79 degrees, 82 out there in Fallon. Carson City all the way down to 75. You'd think they'd be the cool spots, but no. That'd be Tonopah. No, at 74. It would be Goldfield. That's so rare. Goldfield, you're the cool spot. Congratulations, Goldfield kids. You're the coolest. 73 degrees. 84 out there in Beatty. 90 in Amargosa. You're our hot spot. Las Vegas giving you a run for money at 89 degrees. And triple digits just barely out in Death Valley. But here in the paradise of Pahrump, not too bad a day. 85 degrees. That's our current temperature. 86 just a little bit earlier. The wind's whispering to us out of the south-southwest to the tune of 13 miles per hour. Not too bad. Humidity, kind of like the desert, 15%. What are you going to do? Sun rose this morning at 5:28. We're looking for a beautiful, gorgeous sunset under partly cloudy skies at 7:54 tonight. And as we head to a low of 58 degrees, that's not too bad. Beautiful, wonderful nighttime star watching we shall hope for as those winds continue to blow at 10 miles per hour. As we head on into the rest of the week, man, we're already in the midweek. Look at this. Wednesday, we got some clouds, and then it's sunshine. Thursday, Friday, coming into the weekend. Look at those temperatures rocketing up. We'll have highs of 96 degrees by Sunday, and the temperatures into the 90s reliably by Friday. So it's going to be quite a nice hot weekend. Clear skies, winds relatively calm, 8-9 miles per hour. 10 mile per hour throughout the week. Monday, Tuesday, we pick up some clouds, but no real talk of rain, and those temperatures hugging the 90s very nicely. It's a wonderful time of year. All right, back to the desk. Here's Jeanette Gentry.
Thanks so much, John. And we see those temperatures trying to inch up there toward the century mark. Well, we'll get there. Summer is coming. All right, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Jeanette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.